Yes, the recording button was hit. Just fair warning.
Mhm. So Jensen, what's okay?
Well, I'm here. Um, it's nice to hear you, gentlemen. Ray and Ray. How's it been?
Of course.
Ooh. So, uh, it has come to my attention that there are a few, there are a few held. Certain conversations are no longer held. Grown people acting like children devolved into like pretty much an epidemic, you know. We have an age of grown children acting like they are not acting like they're children. Mm. Well, um, I just was thinking of another scenario where a lot of people ignore the red flags, and I'm not trying to be solely blame people because that would be unfair for me to cast destruction upon people or their circumstances, but also in certain situations, it's quite noted. All right, for example, there's a gentleman named Mr. Let Go, right? Mr. Let Go had a video where previous young lady who, let's say her name is Nikki, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, on the other hand, have issues as relates to doing certain things. But Nikki normally get up lie because she's a female. Even when she messes up, we tend to be more gentle on the opposite sex. And I hate when people act like them don't know, so people aren't aware of these things. It develops like it almost develops like a sixth sense when it comes to the way how she can act completely oblivious to what she just did. But I told someone because women have been covered for so many years. It's heartbreaking because one time accountability was always there looming in the background. You feel me? There was always that problem that somebody might step up and say, that was ridiculous. You're a grown person. You're not supposed to be acting that way. Anybody realize when majority of people are addressed about certain childish behavior? You'd think people that are just wise up and just stop doing the bad behavior. No. A good portion of them double down on the bad behavior. Why I don't know. Nah, Joe. Like why I don't know. They all double down on it. Why? And then you have the younger generation of women and men witnessing all of this. That to me, this is the most important dilemma we're having at the whole situation. You have an entire generation of people who are completely ignorant to what's going on around them. You understand me? And it breaks my heart because there are people out there who are going to tell good people are innocent people what me I say, what y'all saying, what we're all saying is somehow innately evil, or it's supposed to hurt the people who we're trying to advise. People don't understand, sir. This has never been a blame people, blame one sex kind of podcast. I've always tried, and we've always tried to keep this to me equal when it comes to our critique and our resolution development over the years. It's gotten way past that now. Now you have people out there who are trying to relate the message because it hurts too much. That makes no sense. That makes no sense because you're trying to strike down the message, but at the same time there is no resolution moving forward. You're not telling people where we're going wrong. You're just telling people to not listen. Then what do you put in the place of the information? Because it's innate silence about the main problems. The feel-good Kool-Aid behavior has reached critical mass. And I challenge any woman, anywhere. Listen to the people I'm closest to you. And let's be realistic here. If when they speak, there's not one, but your entire circle of friends that can check you by telling you, say, yo, a foolishness that you do. You should have never do that. You're a big somebody. If you don't have somebody that is more than capable of doing that, yeah, you have a bigger problem for your hand than you think. I mean, I always say be careful of the one them who quick for point out. Say, Ray, the one who don't have nothing to contribute are the one that's, to me, the most dangerous of them all. But the one that can't contribute unto the conversation is only taken away from it. And that's very dangerous. I hate the notion saying, oh, your podcast is only meant to hurt people. Your podcast don't understand XYZ. Okay. Now, okay. No, I'm gonna stop saying that. No. Because I want the people that I've met and the people where I believe some of you have also met, because no good deed goes unpunished. Never heard of that expression, gentlemen? No good deed goes unpunished. There's a reason for that line. Because technically what we're doing is considered good deeds. Not by social standards anymore, but on a moral parasphere. Yes, we are doing technically the right thing. We are bringing attention to issues and topics that are very detrimental to the young and the future, because there's no way you can separate young people and future proceedings, because people are people, and they know that people like me, Dario, you doctor, we reach to me a certain place in a society where even them can come at we now. So in order to even make whatever them trying to bring substantial, I have to try to tear down what we are built, or tear down the conversation, or destroy a monkey wrench in the conversation. There's a lot of people out there who pretend to be quote unquote preaching the same message, but then when you look on what them are promote, it does look like the truth. It almost sounds like the truth, but it's not the truth. You have people have this insatiable need to be right to the point where it fuck detrimental to the people around you. None of them don't care. And this is the part where will grieve me the most out of all of this.
Okay.
Okay.
How much?
It takes 6, so. Okay, no problem. Yes. Okay.
Uber?
Yeah. Put the one look up personal thing. But like I was saying, the hustle is the hustle. But anyways, I'm going about. So, I was saying that, I find it very disheartening to hear people who absolutely have no idea what them are listening to jump up and drive. You understand me? You have people out there believe they're not. Okay, short here.
Hello? In call never tell to come for me. I'm sleeping.
I'm sleeping. I'm sleep.
Okay, all right. She said she and I we.
Awesome. Mm.
All right, let me come out here, so. Like, so you go burn now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, man, that's all right. I take too long for it. Yeah, so back to Mason, right? Yeah, I find it very disheartening for no say you have a whole subsection of people who and I get it, you know, the whole demoralization epidemic that struck the United States, but as far as strike the USA, it struck the whole Western world. The West almost seems like a mini America now. Here, that does not compute. Logic does not compute. This stems from the lack of morality nowadays, you know, and break my heart because you have a whole subsection of people who supposed to be aware of this conversation by now. So yeah, and I don't like the whole concepts of people to sit back and watch the world. I got to ruin and not saying anything. A lot of people who used to think were on the level or at least at the level, a lot of them switch sides now. A lot of them, and I realize something. The wave of quote unquote fairness has died when it comes to people. Even all of the influencers, almost every one of them black influencers, the one them from the time when Derek Jackson just hit the internet and was hot like fire. You understand me? But feeling the same gap. And everybody else have fallen at the same flip. Tanya Taylor used to have this light skinned girl who used to preach balance. We used to preach balance when we talk about and woman issues. I'm realizing something with all of them. Almost every one of them start in my eye. As the conversation keep going left, you realize the conversation, you realize that there's more than one little tiny little things for them throw the message to make people don't feel bad about them choices. And I'm like, well, hold on. You were one of them man that who used to know, used to hold both man and woman foot to the fire. But nowadays, I'm listening to the conversation completely tripped, like say, oh, an absentee father somehow make the woman who has custody of the child immediately become a good mother. Fuck out of here. I could care the fuck less who this shit offends. That is bullshit. America proved this. The Western world has proved this. Them say, if, and I repeat, if half of the man them are behave like monster, tyrants, assholes, pieces of shit, guess what? The women are the same thing. The whole expression, you attract what you are, is not a fucking lie. It's not a lie, people. But you have people out there who don't want you for sugarcoat the reality. Say, yo, just as much as some man a dog and this and that, you have some woman that willing to fuck a police, fuck a bad man to murder your bumbo clot too. Just because she feel vexed and she feel wronged by you. Man stay there and a man have to desert a woman for a woman go that them extremes at all. It scare me. It really scary because yeah. I remember say people, I believe one of the main problem we are gonna face. And this is me just being honest. Demoralization of the West. One of the biggest headaches society has ever reached is demoralization. Demoralization fight against logic. It fight against common sense. Demoralization make people will hear the facts, hear the truth, and choose to be ignorant on purpose. It says to everybody, this is not a rite of passage. This is not something that we as a people, there's anything for us to smile. Right now, Jamaica, the West, majority of people now, it has reached to me a level where even the rest of the world right now, after I say, we have to do something about this. And people understand America and the West is a case study now, you know. Yes. West has become a case study. The end results are the results of demoralization upon mankind. You say it that way, it sounds so terrible. Oh, no. Never podcast. Me name Cabo, gosh.
Uber business.
Anything. But yeah.
That is the door lock already, so I don't know why you go back and turn off light. No, I'm sensitive. Then after we don't know if it turn off, but we don't lock it already.
But yeah, demoralization has reached epic proportion. And I believe this is something that nobody nowadays. Oh, our daughter. Our daughter eventually answered the call. Her son was cool. But yeah, I know some people, you know, it almost feel like a regurgitate, people regurgitate talking points and all that. You understand me? And my left here, Dr. Umar Johnson and a few other people make a comment with. I won't lie, it make a very valid point. I did watch a video and to be honest with you, is based on objective, you know, outcomes. And at first, when I tell like the way the young lady in the video that behave, you know, most people I get turned off, but then you approach it from an objective standpoint. How many young men you know for change a tire? How many you know for change a battery terminal? let me go further. How many of them can take? How many of them know what the positive and the negative on the battery mean? Hmm? How much of them can jack up a car? How much of them can take off, can change a flat tire? That's about modern man, Rasta. Modern man. Quote unquote. Like everybody jump down on the modern young girl and she not much sense and you know, she have a pussy on her forehead. We're talking about the average man now, the one who him and them nook. A ball we want be this, him want be that. But then if you finally ask him, what you can do for the young woman, eh? Yeah, attacking left, right, and center, but then the person is asked. If she'd come at you nice, for example, eh? Eh? But I understand this, only if you understand. A good portion of these young men, unfortunately, don't have that male role model in them life too. If you can direct them when it comes to simple. I mean, that's a simple talks, simple things that a man would have known or should know. These conversations aren't being had. Yeah, me get it. The woman them need to do better, but at the same time, again, balance. Some of the man them even know what them do too. And that's a big red flag too. You understand me? So it's an uphill fight, Rasta. I mean, if I'm wrong, you know, to critique, you know, that's why I'm putting it out there. Want to say, gents?
What's there to critique? It's not like it's wrong. We see it every day. Yeah, we see it every day in the world. It's bag of man run off them mouth. Talk about them this and that, and women are the worst, and blah blah blah, and cow fat. And yet still, the point remains: men and women are the same side, the same fucking kind. Sorry for the expletive, but just tired of this shit, yeah, man. Tired of it.
I mean, don't get it twisted, you know. I'm holding everybody to the fire. Well, like I said, I was watching a video and I said, I'm going on the comment card. The last thing the man saying in the comment section, write how much of the things write all of the things I'm on my list out. How much of them things on my list out only can do as man. And I went through the comment section and me say all the man them are focused on the attitude of the girl. I display. Me say, all right. Me understand, sir. She never come off right. Fine.
Alright, but honestly, Bradshaw, who gives a shit?
I'm upset, you know,
No, Mr. In this day and age, you know, with all these podcasts and everything, you know, you would think that men would be used to this kind of attitude, you know, but yet still, you know, we don't help the situation. This bag of man, as soon as the female seems a little, you know, outright, and then sitting there, the man them quick to take offense, do the same bullshit that the female them do, and then
same thing, and that me realize that the same thing the man them a do, the same cussing and bitching and moaning, and the same thing the man them just do it slightly different, Rasta. Like I say, I go through me hear the man say, oh, objectively, gentlemen, how much I can do them things here? And I say, I count on one hand. How much man, remember the man question. Everybody up in arms. One tar and feather the girl. I say, hold on, but I mean, she have a valid point. Most of them can't do this or can't do that. And so the few who did answer them phone, again, 3 o'clock in the morning. But even so, she has a valid point. On one wife, on one woman submit to one. And there's a lot of things, basic things where man supposed to at least can, if anything happen, you know, you and woman go on a road and car catch a flat. You have to call AAA to change a wheel. What? You have to call AAA to change a wheel or a flat. Someone's supposed to take at least 8 to 10 minutes if you do it the right way.
Again, blood clot doing up on the car,
big man. You have man who drive Lexus and Bentley and a man a car. And if even the wipe off is if you go, him don't know if he do. He have to call AAA. He have to call somebody who can do it for him. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I come from this point from a place of balance. If you all hypocrite and all full of crap. Man, them who say them want this, them want that.
You have to give as much as you can take, ladies and gentlemen.
An old saying, you have to pay the cost to be the boss.
Because look at it from this perspective, right? It don't make no sense. You ask for your wife. Right, no. I'm not go the wife section here, right? Because you have to have a girlfriend first before you reach the wife section. Anyways, You can't ask for a girl if she can cook. And you can blood clot buy food. Right? You
Fear
can't,
fine, Jenna. Fear
right?
fine.
You
Get
can't,
on there.
you can't talk about women are gold diggers and you don't have no fucking money. Like, but man, the amount of man when me come across in Jamaica, what talk about your woman only one man for money. I mean, if you ask a man and say, what money? You don't know drive, you don't have no, you know, site work I do. So what money are you talking about, gents? Me confused.
You understand me?
And when me say, when me say that, the whole life female they start laugh after the man them. Because the man them, I thought about how me I stick up for them. I say, brother, let me tell you something, man. Women are a lot of things. Yes, me can't stand them most of the time. But last time me check, a front me want, and I will do what is needed to be done. Forget said front.
To acquire your
Yes,
said
me?
front.
But them money, them money are going like say,
Anyone in
you don't
between the
need to
big
have certain things to actually get to the point of insertion, Bradshaw. That's the thing what get me,
True.
Them money I feel like, if it just come to you. You ever notice you almost like a girl just fling pussy for a man? Or some they go be his girl wanna have no value to them own herself. Some shit what them mother tell them say, it's okay to do it. But man.
I mean, we've met a few, throughout life, who said them have met that archetype of woman. You understand? And I can say, I've met that archetype of woman, but I've also met the archetype of the woman who conscious herself and know what she want. I meet that one day too. I know some man never lucky meet that one day, but I've met that one more than one time. Shoot. At one point I actually started saying, but I married one of them like that, but it never end up work out that way there. That's how it look. You understand me? But
there's one thing that I take pride in knowing that I was taught was that respect goes a long way.
Oh yeah.
But you also need to remember that holding yourself to a certain value must be honored at all costs. Because the thing about it, that a lot of men and women don't want to talk about. I don't want to hold each other accountable. Is that before I would the same frigging thing? Because I spent a good portion of time listening to some of these red pill men, and the more I listen to them, the more I'm just convinced that them mother used to beat them till them raw. And them just so resentful of the beating. Them just can't get over it. That's what me think the whole of this stem from mostly in a Bradshaw. Because when we hear some of the man them talk, like you can understand some of the anger, but goddamn my brother. Like just the sound of the girl voice piss you off.
Hold on. I get you. People try to understand the word. Misogyny, even though them use the word to death, yes, there's a few men who are true misogynists. Men who legitimately hate women. They exist. Try if you understand for those people in the background, way in the back. We do not hate women. We are critical of said woman. The one-time job what men used to do, and it was never frowned upon. This used to be normal, people. For those of you out there who are lose what little mind and have left, this used to be normal, and this used to be something that men, uncles, fathers used to do. The men of the family's job was to ground the young ladies in reality. That was the job, because them understands women fall in love with what they hear. This is why it was a father's job to ground the daughter by telling her the truth. You know what them say, school art a game.
Yep.
This was not a secret playbook. This was part of growing kids 101. Do not lie to them, prepare them psychologically, physically, mentally prepared for what them about to undertake. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying that you're supposed to, get your daughter mentally, physically, psychologically ready to come tackle waste man. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Waste man out there. Shit. I've said this on this podcast plenty of time. You have man out there will look like man, sound like man, talk like man, act like man, but on a man. Yeah? Just like when you say you have woman who look like woman, behave like woman, talk like woman, try to act like woman, but on a woman. A girl. Not girl, you know. Girl. I'm
I,
not saying.
I remember a very distinct conversation when I was going to high school, you know.
Mhm.
This man I thought was say, oh, the girl looks so nice, but as soon as she open her mouth, it's a turn off. Let me hear that, you know. I feel funny, I say, huh, I've listened to some gentlemen speak every day. How the fuck them have woman is beyond my reasoning capability.
Man.
Because sometimes, like, I understand, say, yo, if he's behind closed doors, he's a gentleman, but goddamn, hear that brother
Mhm.
talk in public, you would want to take one greater to your ears, Bradshaw.
Mhm.
I mean, I say, yo,
And
you know what? It's quite funny. Every day we get up and talk about woman, this woman, that, and we do all one species accountable enough.
you understand me? Well, people need to understand something. This is not me just flipping the switch for a man just to make the woman them feel good in a rasta. This was an objective quest that somebody posed to me. And them really put my mind behind it because at the end of the day, just like the woman them out here, I want my daughter eventually at some point find a good man. You understand me? Even fathers would have want them daughter there with somebody that them can say, boy, you know, she chose right. Somebody who then on the fuckery, nobody who na eyeglass have a 5-year plan. Actually I execute planning plan. And I make headway. You know, him love her, him see himself being with her, she see herself being with him. You understand me psychologically, him understand the burden and all the tasks that come with being a husband and a father. You know, the psychologically, physically, mental stress, the strain that comes with being the head of a household. These are not talked about, people. Them say heavy is the head that wears the crown. Quite frankly, the fucking crown heavy, not the head. But I'd like to rework that whole saying, but yes, ladies and them, try if you understand something. It's easy to jump up and chastise people because we self know damn well. So what them are undertake is hella hard. But we go through the stress and the struggle them. We want it easy. So all of the man them where jump up and I say, oh, the woman them want wait at the finishing line after I make myself into something and this and that. I'm like, okay, I understand grievance, but try if you understand something. When Abraham would go after Rachel, Rachel was not there for Abraham. Abraham, I think, yeah. Try if you understand something. She was raised to be a wife. And people have this misconception. It wasn't that she was destined to be a bossy wife, Quite frankly, her father did not think Abraham was a good fit for her. That's why him gave him our eldest daughter first. Because she did a long time and she unwed. And them times him have to give him X amount more years before him qualify for, the sexy young one, Rachel. And him agree. And him wait a couple more years because him know what him say. Him know for one says a wife him might get when he married her. Him not for Fred say, nobody else go there. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And this whole notion say, well, it's controlling when a father tell him daughter, don't spread her foot and make every time Dick and Harry, sample her pie. That's controlling. That's control. Father not want his daughter to be a fucking whore or the village bicycle. That's controlling.
Train. But cleat.
Figuring out her life. Figuring out her life. at the end of a man ball sack, to me don't make no bumbuckler sense. If that ball sack isn't her husband's. So again, tell me, I mean no, people that liberation, woman have the choice, sexual liberation, and I'm like, oh,
I mean,
someone
I mean,
sexual liberation looking at bumbuckler body.
99% of girls who go to college, most of them, at the first time, them I get exposed to certain environments. I am not saying that shit cannot happen, but I have seen way too many females whose potential was that high get fucked up because they make some either boy breed them, make them stop, because them continuously I get used. But brother, the harass, yo, I have Bradshaw. You know how hard it is. You know, so you're in your room, just I go and chillax, I go and read a book. All of a sudden, now you hear this bag of screaming beside you. Yeah. And keep in mind now that I come from a couple doors down, brother. Zine?
I've been there.
And more while I just look, Jesus Christ, I say me never forget the day, Bradshaw. Zine? It's female, you know. It's still close to this day, you know. But goddamn, this was not our best moment. Mama get slammed twice. Because me day in my room and I chill with the man them. Just I go and reason the man them.
2 months time or
no,
1 month.
No, it's a single youth, Zine. But me want big heavy slam. Zine, I say, hold on. Is a lock of that? I say, hold on. What the bumper clock could I really go in a lock of so? Then me I put 2 and 2 together and I say, ain't no way this nigga just slammed the girl head in this. So.
Yep.
And then me hear it again. I say, and then when me come to look out, the little window what we did have right there, so could I like open it, you know, could I get some fresh air? And boom, that who fire they think me see beside of my room. Boom, they on the outskirts of the window, I take fuck me. I said, Jesus Christ. I said, yo, this misconception, you know. So now you know. Now every man when here girl get storming, I hate me hate her. You know. I'll tell you something. I say this, I know people might look at me funny after I said this, right? I was cheering for makes them get caught by either a lawyer or a doctor, you. You hear me say? I was cheering for one of my ex them. Ooh, she was in to me prime range to either be a doctor's wife or a lawyer's wife. And she chose poorly. You understand me? So again, you know, people who hear that and don't quite understand, oh, that sounds so negative. Oh, you sound so bad. Like it's almost like no. Tell you something. Correction comes from a place of love. And this is not me trying to tear nobody down or make nobody feel stupid or inadequate. It's just that sometimes when things are going, it's not even the fact that storming are going, make some man cringe and shake the head and say, boy, there goes there goes one who are gonna learn the hard way. I get no pleasure in saying that to myself, because you know how it's going to end. You know this is going to end. This man has no intention of making this young girl in anything. He just a pussy. But he will kill her brain with sweet talk. Kill her with sweet nothings. She swear on the lead. So this man is not taking her for a joyride, because ain't no way in hell a man willing to go so long, so in depth to keep me, you know, keep me wanting more. And as soon as I'm tired of providing the service, that the slide panel. It wasn't you, it was me. I don't see this going anywhere. I'm sorry if I misled.
Yeah. I to see different people. I was like, wow. Like I didn't see it coming for Canadian. But then again, you can't say that out loud because you hate them. You know, you bad mind them. You were cheering for them relationship fail. You're the you heard me out? You're the
Yeah.
problem.
No, me I hear you.
Not the
It's just
man.
that
Not the man.
no, me know. Me
Mm-hmm.
just I say
Mm-hmm.
people make it seem as if just because you want the best for them doesn't mean you're not gonna call out the negatives of what
Fuck.
you see.
Yes.
See?
You're call it the fuck. That's a part of being a
Because
man.
alright, even recently in a Bradshaw, this girl cut me off completely, blocked me completely,
I've been
right?
there. I've
And,
been there.
and funny enough, though, she's not straight, but we don't judge here. So
Yep.
at first she had an infatuation with me. She'd have a crush. But
Mm-hmm.
younger than me, and
Mm-hmm.
when you're younger,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to go down the road and say, yo, yeah, try force
Mm-hmm.
up. So me allow it to just stay where it was at the time. And she cussed me off about it. I say, yo, you will thank me later.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a conversation where she had talked to me about her some problem what she had having in her relationship, right? And basically I said, it just sounds like say, yo, you two want to just get back together just for the sake of getting back. And she said, what's that supposed to mean? I'm gonna say, well, think about it. Like you're pretending to be on the other side, yet still you long for this side. If you get my drift, like yeah, go between the two part. Them like say, oh, this is a goddamn Arkham City type of game. Like say you're the Batman in disguise. Yeah, go between your alter ego and this, right? I'm just call it as it is. I just say, oh, you basically just use this person for replacement because you say, yo, me not in the bullshit for just hear all this nonsense. And keep in mind now, it's when me hear people start bring up this talk about suicide, and then them don't follow through with it, Bradshaw. I start pray you differently. Cause me I go look on you and say, so you really use that shit as a ploy, really?
People, I don't believe in suicide. I would never recommend anybody go down this road because when you commit suicide and dead, guess what? That person that you lament over, guess what? They're going to move on. They're going to move on, and you're going to be dead. Quite frankly, I don't think it's worth it. Eh? They're not going to lose any sleep over you committing suicide, people. Some of them might for a few days. But guess what? They're going to move on.
And yes,
They're going to leave.
And really and truly, not knock anybody who has ever taken their life. I mean, we lose Jason David, Frank, Chester Bennington. We've lost so many good people to suicide, but they've been a sacrifice for them life for others. So really and truly, they weren't living for themselves. So that's the reason why it just get too much for them. You get me? And back on track with that, Bradshaw. So when I say that, no, she get offended. And start to say, oh, this is the reason why, I can't come to you with certain things. I'm going to say, no, this is the reason why I'm as
yes, Dario, that's something. Yes, Dario?
Hold on, I'm soon come, guys.
Dario. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's
so
forward.
Okay.
So, from that, Bradshaw, it's been just a block. I've just been living my life because I really don't care anymore. Because what's the point, right?
People need to also take into consideration, my niece said this to me once years ago, and I have to believe that this is also a part of female nature. She said, Uncle, I know what you're saying is right. I know you have all the experience in driving, but deep down a part of me does not like to be told I am wrong. And I'm like, do you understand what you're saying to me? You don't want me to tell you you're wrong. Honey, I'm the instructor. I'm the teacher.
Your identity is wrapped up in being correct.
You understand me? So,
It's called cognitive dissonance, gentlemen.
yeah. So, I was shocked. I was like, you realize that you're arguing with the teacher right now, right? You're arguing with the man with all the experience right now. But I understand now, years later now, I've come to understand why she said what she said. Even if I understand something, but we talk, this is not an ego trip for we. At the end of the day, we don't know when our time is going to come. We don't know when our time to face the music. We just want to make sure so we'll leave something behind, even if nobody now listening right now. I'm not expecting 1 million followers. I'm not expecting 300,000. I'm not expecting a massive number of followers. Quite frankly, I just want people to be aware of what's being said. This is not about our ego. This is not about, trying to shut up people and then thing there.
This certainly isn't us trying to fake copyright strike our way through life,
Thank you. And again, this is not us trying to control people and tell people how to live them life.
No, you know the recurring thing about all of this though, Bradshaw, despite all that we will say, we humans just like doing things the hard way, whether we like it or not. Because I guarantee you, if the Lord himself came down and told a random man, a random woman, say, hey, this path is your path. I have given you the tools. I have made it so easy that all you need to do is just walk through it. You know what I mean? Know that man or woman go say, I'd rather just suffer.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's just me, but I just despise the idea that I must suffer before I become great. Yes, I understand it, but why? Why all the time? Even when it's made so patently clear that it can be easy. Why I must fuck around and find out?
Because guidance, lack of guidance. That's the main one will cause all that for both men and women. Lack of guidance. It's not. It was never said the information wrong. It's just who are push the information. Like me say, in this day and age, it kind of heartbreaking. There's a young man in my workplace. When me I try encourage him to teach him how to box. Every time I bring him to him start laugh. I don't know if it's shy or I'm afraid I maybe come up on my body and say, boy, what a big brother you can do to teach me about boxing.
No, so it's fear. No, it's fear. You know what I mean? Right, you want me know how I know it's fear, Bradshaw? First time I took up rugby, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Ask Dowie. Dowie did it the first training session. That shit, we get run over. Man, them say, yo, full tilt training, we are tackle. I don't know about tackling, bad man.
So was Dario.
The first thing I know is that I see a big truck of a man run to me, full tilt, 100 miles an hour, and I got knocked the fuck out.
Well, I wouldn't say I was knocked out, but goddamn it, I was close. Well, I think on my third training session, I took on a brother named Polo. Yes, the man's nickname was Polo. The name alone should make you get an idea what kind of man me I take her. Polo was at least 300 pounds at the time. At least, and probably heavier than that. Polo, I was told to tackle Polo. I went for his knees when I should have went for his ankles. All I felt was Polo's hand wrap around my hip from behind, and the man literally body slammed me, picked me up, boom. And I learned from that. But when I go, this is not a rugby conversation. We are holding straight on our family. Because
the concept remains the same.
Yeah,
but uncharted territory, but you have to learn.
But understand this to people. I'm not saying young men and young women shouldn't live any life. I'm not saying them should be trapped behind duties and responsibilities them whole life. Try to understand.
They kind of are.
Yeah, you are, unfortunately.
Sorry, no, all right. No, sorry, let me correct myself.
What?
They, as a result of their consequences, they end up trapping themselves and they probably still don't take responsibility for their consequences.
Seriously.
AKA
I mean, it's only you can't only play the oh daddy didn't do this or mommy never do this so long still.
Till people get sick and fucking tired.
People note that.
I mean, it's only so long you can't. And it really never want to go there, but I'm going to say it.
Like 20,
It's really, you can only use the first heartbreak from high school and start, but that's the reason why you hate woman so long, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, try to understand something. I did hold on upon that mindset because believe me, I've been hurt. Dude, I've been hurt by people who rose to quote unquote limelight stardom or probably a little bit higher than limelight. Because one of my ex them did make it to Rising Star. Yeah? And I don't probably know her too. But just now I call her name. After the podcast, me call her name for no.
Oh no, we don't expose people on this podcast like that.
Except we try to export Dario though.
Bumble, you deserve
a different situation that.
No, Bradshaw, don't sugarcoat him, man. Make him go on. Him turn over there.
I've been his mentor for a very long time.
I'm a virgin and you guys keep lying.
Man, look here, shut up. We don't want to hear nothing about it. Shut up. It is 2023 now. Just like Dr. Doom, I am putting a stop to this. Oh, virgin. Virgin in your mind.
I've never been touched.
So, tell a man, try to understand something. The things where society say we're supposed to use to pick, that needs to change altogether. And I mean, I like Colonel Lack say, and I agree with him. Repetition. So, I know people in the comment section. For those of you who do comment, thank you. But try to understand something. This is not an attack on anybody. It's just stating an obvious. You understand me? You can't say you want water from well, but the bottom of the thing full of hole. I realize this is what's happening to society now. Yeah, people who agree with talking points. It's like how me try to lay and balance it tonight. Bag of woman are gonna agree and a bag of man are gonna disagree. But then the show say men nowadays are run off of emotion instead of logic. Because a man even disagree. A logical man would eventually sit down and think what me just say and say, you know what? I may not agree with how him deliver the message, but the youth have some point. The youth have a very valid point. But you see when man are operate from a place of a pussy that, a pussy him style man. But him boy. That's all him say. That's all him.
Why you have to call the man name?
Can't see what you're showing me. That's for cleaning. Anyway.
Anyways, Bradshaw, you were saying?
People, man and woman, well, them shrouded right now in a delusion. So we need to stop. We need to rip away the band-aid and address the problem head on.
Take lint off your clothes.
Stop tearing. People, I'll be honest with you. The past, for what?
You never the little white basket thing. Sorry, guys.
It's not going to end well. It's going rough. People are going to call you all type of name. Some people are going to stop deal with you. Some people are going to go as far as call you dead to them. But again, you're only dead to them because of them head them believe you can't stop them. Like Curtis Lacks, again, pure respect. Pick up yourself. He made a comment to me, I have to agree with him. He said, people in a life, only look for you two way. Is either them can't stop you or you can't stop them. I saw them look for people in this day and age. And I have to agree. I know people that were quote unquote intimidated by me from when they are KC. And I don't know why. Guys, yo, Dario, you ever buck a college man after you left KC? And it's like they're more friendly. But when they are KC, use like a dead body. Man, if you try well a conversation with them that look at you like you're a stranger. Since I've left KC, people whom I never used to talk to, I talk up to me. And some people have said, oh, posted this, when me there KC, never said nothing to me. I'm not a woman. The fuck? Why am I gonna get my feelings for that? So what if the motherfucker never spoke to me? So what? So what? So what? I really want to know.
No, only a couple of females.
So there's a bar in Halfway Tree. Well, that's right where behind NCB Bank, right in Alco Plaza. Upstairs. One evening we go in there, I look for change. And I can't see man, see me, a tall brown youth, kind of slender, when we don't go see him ears them kind of cock off. You probably know who me talk, Dario. Just me never go describe him after that call a bit more. The one walk up to, me never see him. All my ears my last name call. Bradshaw. I'm a turn around. Wow, go on, dog. And Mark, this man drunk. You hear me? I'm drunk. And I say him drunk. So his heart was full. And him say something when we laugh. Him say, yo, he never know why when him go KC, him never talk to me. You see him cool. Everyone and friend them can have something good for say or can say, boy, that you tell this what this. Him say, no, you're not negative about me, but what? He was terrified of being branded a nerd. Which is weird because I played rugby at the time, so I never understand that one. Apart from tracks man, them rugby man, them have more respect than the football team. But again, this was when KC was not shining. So yeah, don't tar and feather me, people. But yeah, and rugby we actually went to finals. You understand? We were actually we represented. You understand me? Outside that, and then again, the next thing, I understand how tracks man need have more respect than me, but you understand why? Because the old boys end up up them millions in the team. People have this misconception, say, well, KC kind of different. The man them who used to do, say, for example, doctor, say he used to do tracks, right?
Yeah.
You say they become successful, a portion of the money is sent to KC for the tracks team. Even if it's $1,000, so for example, say it's $1,000. Say well off now, right? But I send at least $1,000 US every month go to KC rugby program. And so KC man them do it. So imagine for example, the whole team, me, Bedward, and the list goes on. So every man decides to donate, say, I don't know, say 300 US every month. Till next 2 years. If anyone away decide to go at KC and we don't see where the money gone a problem. Like people understand something, there's no need for police. You see, by the time we're done cost, blood clot. Might as well let me call the police. In the eyes of KC, our old boys are the law. Our voice actually have power. It's not where, you're only an old boy in talk. No, you actually have power when you step through them fucking gates there. Our principal
my father actually has some authority, but I can't really give the story right here. So
our principal I'll get bad up to, Shit. Member staff will get bad up in front and nobody can say nothing because what? Because you have a right to upset. Because you put your money in a show. You understand me? No
So,
change.
old boy complained about that one time. A guy was 2 years, I think 1 or 2 years ahead of me, and like this old boy came to give a speech to his fifth form or sixth form class. And the man walked through the school, and the school looked exactly the same way that it did when he left in the 80s.
You look what? Look
It looked
exactly
the
like how him
exact
left it.
same. Yeah.
Yo,
So
that was a
the man walking up, and the man completely forgetting his speech, and the man fuming as like somebody say, "Oh, sir, you all right?" Man say, "Yo, how much money there?" Say, "Sir, where you be? Where you take the money from me? We didn't see the money, sir. Tell me, how much money there?"
damn
Send
right, one there.
thousands of US dollar.
Oh,
And the school look
clad.
the exact same way from when I left school. What do what do you mean?
What I mean?
And my G was
No,
fuming.
doctor, but no, it
See,
sound
they
like a
developed the school, no, but
it
No,
sound
it's
it's
like
the
not.
school
Oi,
the
oh,
same
hold
for
on,
like
no.
a
You have
couple
to
years.
understand,
understand
Bradshaw.
this man
Hold
is
on, no, hold
coming
on,
from.
no. Hold on, no. It's not the fact that it's funny. That's not why I laugh. You see, when you're preaching them must tell a story, and you know the facial expression them must say, even when you ask this,
I
that is
know
what
it.
makes it funny. In all honesty, all right. Even though this not really have nothing to do with it, Bradshaw. But you see, I learned a valuable lesson week, about investing with people who actually have sense. No, yeah, my brethren them. I work at the call center decide say, yo, we are start up account in for any future endeavors or we might have. Right, Bradshaw? Decide say, yo, all right, me make a post move. Me drop in 30K in the account. Right?
Yep.
So, other day now, I decide say, I just want to check the account just to make sure that everything good. Bradshaw, you know what money we see back in the account?
2K.
15,000. I'm saying,
Oh,
I'm saying,
the one I take
interesting.
off. The one I take off.
So I call my brethren now, that I'm brethren what I call last night, Dushane. I'm saying, yo, I say, Dushane.
Some fucking leg steam. Continue.
You touch the account and the man say, no fam, me never go back in the account for the day you tell me. I'm saying, cool. So I said, that's me know the culprit now. So I call him. I make sure I call him by him pussy government name to make him know I'm serious. They say, Arthur Charles III, Pet Pendragon, Samores.
What a name. Him should go
Wow.
KC.
So,
He never go KC him survive.
no, him knows him in some problem, no, and the figure when I try to call me, like say, we want to de-escalate the situation. I'm going to say, you have at least 2 minutes to start talk before we 7 p.m. You know what this will make me know, Bradshaw? Say, one girl want to run him on the business, right? You know what this fucking idiot go do? Go tell the girl the account details and blah, blah, blah. Man, not tell nothing to me or the shit or nobody else. No. Man, just tell the girl, darling, girl, go take out her money. Go and do God knows what. Bradshaw, you see Sunday when the man then come on my yard, but what reason? I kick him in his chest. Step right in his chest. Oh, my dog.
Tell me say Leonard him properly.
Brother,
Please tell me say
brother,
Leonard him properly.
Bradshaw, so I shall WWE me then, and I say, come out and nowhere and kick him in the chest.
Come on. Okay, that alone in get.
No, because I just look on the logic side, Then, cool. Girl want running on business, fine. But why the blood cleat you tell the girl everything?
And she was never a founding member. Fucking idiot. Eh?
Yo, I know the word. I know the thing what did piss me off the most. I pussy the man I run down, the man have been bona fide woman and a bad man. And because the girl sound nice and talk nice, this man mesmerized. I say a blood Cleopatra in my chat too. Bad man.
Well, try to what? Pause a second. All right. Even though what I'm doing wrong, I'm about to say something. Call me the devil's advocate, right? People understand something. Yes, when a man get a taste of femininity, I like true femininity, it turn him in an idiot. I said this before on this podcast. The women them are being educated out of them superpowers. They're being educated out of them. believe this woman is fucked with. Ladies, on a power, and I've said this before again, I may repeat myself, on a power is not in education. On a power is in femininity, softness, sweetness, nurturing. No for listen, no for shut the fuck up. You understand me? Bumba clock, man. Sometimes you can't in the room and the man for one day if your bumba clock dead or sitting, but you just dead there bill. But tell like from the late great Patrice O'Neill. He said, we want you there, but we just don't want you there. If you understand. You can be in a corner somewhere. Just shut the fuck up. That's it. I swear to God, that's it. And by the way, when a man says shut the fuck up, I did not say you don't have a voice, but you there on your phone, you do your thing, me I do my thing. That's it. We don't need to conversate. We don't want to know what was for dinner. We don't want to know how was the weather. We just want you to just be there and chill. You understand me? No need for no extra.
Be there and just not speak for days.
God damn, can we sit there for like 2 hours without nobody knowing what the other is thinking? Like, can we be fucking strangers for a few? Fuck.
Oh boy.
Be fucking strangers, man. I don't know you. Why the fuck are you talking to me? Them kind of stranger there. Oh my God. Oh, try to understand this, ladies. This is coming from a place of love. I would hate enough to believe this feminist rubbish with no fun I get indoctrinated to. Because I hear some Jamaican influencers, big woman influencer, I tell girls, say, when you fuck out in the 20s and then when you know whole or when you know feel like Ray, don't know. When you want to find a man, ladies, like I said, I have a friend. When I say she subscribed to the pouring herself out. No, she actually subscribed to love. But there's also a price to pay if you fall in love with the wrong somebody. Yep. So for you who now fuck down the place, good for you. Proud of you. Something to be proud of yourself too. Ladies, keep on the body count low. If you can keep it 0, fine. But if not, keep it less. Keep it lower. Keep it less than 5. As in, think. Take time to know him. It's not an overnight game. Take time to know him. Please don't rush into this thing. This goes both ways, man and woman. Would I hear my daughter run going for a man because what? He sound cute. Him know for chat good. Oh my God, daddy is dreaming. I'm gonna fuck up our life and then with a man who have all 55 baby mother. Or 55 pitney. Come on, sway. Me would have want that for my bumper class one. So I'm gonna see why me would have preached to a next man one. For him embrace the fuck credit. I have none but love in my heart towards woman. So for those of you sick fucks out there who still have this perception, say, me I'm none but hatred and me hate my mother. Nigga, please. Half of the shit I learned was watching my mother teach my sisters how to be fucking ladies. Fuck harder here. Never man supposed to blood clan know you like that. Man for fucking at them head and all. Cause them can't. They don't know what you look like. They don't know like they don't know or you dress a certain way. Them can't visualize it because you not drop your guard. Him have to imagine that in him head. But nowadays society look the little girl them wear some little girls. I'm some watch a little girl so she go beach. The other day and I go she go in a car to come out of a car. And what she have on? I was like, where's the rest of it? This is something supposed to turn me on in a rasta. And it concerned me. It did the fucking opposite. I was concerned. This is a child wearing this shit. Where's the rest of it? And then Mr. the mother, and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. I can see why now. Mother and daughter look like senior and junior thought. And it broke my heart. Because what? This lady is raising this young lady like she believes that what she had to do is helpful. And if I'm say, gone are the times when a man used to could have stand up and say, baby girl, a fuck her though. You believe that the man down the road was see the two one look so. I gotta look upon either one and with respect. I say, I believe to say man I fuck the daughter and the mother in the same house. Man I live like king, the mother. The mother have suspicion said her man a fuck the daughter, and the daughter knows say him a fuck the mother and still a fuck him. So this is what me a talk about. After a while, them start compete. Them start compete for the same cocky. Good or bad are in between. This is the outcome of most people now tell them young girls here. I leave them vulnerable to the system.
Hold on, no. I don't know if I sent you guys a video clip. The stallion was doing an interview and she used to just proudly say, I'm a whore.
Mm-hmm.
So, hold on. Yeah. Sorry, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will stick up in and mega the silent thing. So, but yeah, try if you understand, this is not a hit piece against woman. I sit back and watch.
But it is a damning reflection of society, no doubt.
Man. My mother asked my sister when last she gave her man a piece. And I'm like, well, damn. You know? So I hear the reason and made them a reason. And she said, well, you know, mommy, because of business and that. My mother said, hello, hear me and say, you need to go, go spend some time with him. And without questioning it, without second guessing it, sister jump on get in a vehicle and go spend the night with her man. You understand me? That man stayed loyal to my sister for years. Years. Almost a good.
Yeah, Dario, we are here.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Megan.
Yeah. Meg the Stella was doing the interview. She was proud of saying, I'm a whore, and she's proud of it. So when the interviewer said, one of the guys from Nick Cannon show, Falling Out, and he said, what about your daughter? Suppose your daughter was said she wanted to be a city girl. She wants to be a whore like mommy. Her demeanor and everything changed. Like, no, she wouldn't want that for her daughter. Her daughter can never be like that. But like, what example are you setting? And then she just kind of freeze up. And all the pride left.
By the way, before we go any further, June, and I find this really fucked up. And also this fall upon a month where you don't hear nobody talk about this. You only hear them talk about only one thing, the rainbow, right? June is also, ladies and gentlemen, I posted on my Facebook, Happy Men's Mental Health Month. June is the month supposed to be, you don't hear this anymore, dedicated to males' mental health.
I spoke about this at the beginning of the month, actually. Me and you mentioned it at the beginning.
We spoke about it on the last podcast we did, which was, what, 2 weeks ago? But because we're so caught, well, let me not even say we, because we don't give a shit.
There you go.
The world is so caught up in this whole agenda. Oh, they're fighting for their rights. They're defending their nature. Okay?
There is no legislation being passed to fight or strike gay LGBT rights anywhere.
Hold on, Bradshaw. All right.
What the hell are they fighting for?
Hold on.
They got the world.
If the world is so against the LGBTQ and the transgender race, right? How are they still alive? Like, if we let's really think about this, right? Let's be honest here.
So many questions, no answer.
Because
so many questions.
Because I'm having to say, yo, we straight people, you know, the weirdos as they call us. We say bad things. We're always saying bad things, and I'm just like, motherfucker. Everyone says bad things. It's Twitter, for God's sakes.
There you go.
I have seen some level of bullshit on Twitter, for God's sakes. It's the same app that has given Ice Spice calling that she's a rapper. And don't get me wrong, nice personality and she have a nice vibe, but girl can't sing for shit. But hey,
that's a nice ass too.
I know, right? But
I know, right?
you know, we just can't. Yo, like
I
how
don't, I
people
don't know
like
why society has gotten so fucked up. A compliment that she has a nice ass is somehow misogynist. How fucking stupid are you people?
no,
But
but
anyway,
no. Hold on
moving
up. Yeah, them are judge people for coming upon her ass, and yet half the time she's literally smiling and shaking it like it's obvious that she like compliments. You dumb box. But anyways, back on track. So
on. Mm-hmm.
with yeah, how do you go on an app on Twitter where you have the biggest trolls, the biggest assholes, right? You know this
Yup.
information without even being
Ahead of time.
and you're still offended. Like I get it, you know. Sometimes I see some shit posted. That shit ruffles the feathers, you know. Cause
Mm-hmm.
other day I saw this motherfucker put a post about how he's making a ranking of the best Fast and Furious movies. And this bumble I got talk about Too Fast and Furious was okay. Bradshaw, I said, I'm ready for start cuss. Because then this bumble I got talk about the Fast and Furious before the last one come out. Oh, it was very good. Mr. Cuss, come and say, oh, you're one of those fans. I'm say, you know, I'm just calm down and say,
Mm-hmm.
wait. Maybe he's just being an asshole. Maybe he's just trolling. I'm say, oh, just move on. Just leave it alone, Doc. Just move on from the trend. But me not tell you, like,
Yes.
Twitter is the app where it tests your patience. It tests your resolve to see how much nonsense you can pass through. But back on track.
How much brain cell you have? How much brain cell you have for waste? So, but continue.
But back on track. Like, me not get, like, I don't see where at one point, you know, it was actively there where, you know, people actually I say, oh, fuck gays and you know them figure dead and blah blah blah. But like
Mm-hmm.
the mere mention of you even saying even some critical analysis about them, you're burned to the stake, you get cancelled, you it's like
Mm-hmm.
we can't have conversations about what is wrong. And then I always hear the argument about there's always going to be bad apples in a certain type of group. But that doesn't mean it's for all of them. And I'm like, that's the whole point. It spreads a
Mm-hmm.
bad light on all of you. Like,
Yes,
if
does.
we have 5 mass murdering straight cisgendered dictators
Mm-hmm.
who just blew up 5 islands with millions of people, isn't the whole world going to just falsely assume say, yo, everybody have that capability? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to sit here and pretend like say, yo, you know, some freak shows while turn themselves in a transgender. If you try to go in the girls' bathroom, if you try to fuck off, then you could pick there. We have to sit here and pretend like that's not a thing. Like say, now already go on. Oh, it's not all of them.
Well, on California has gone so far woke that men who have never, through their entire lives, have ever shown or acted anything other than being men, because them want to get out of the prison system there. All of them at the height of them going to of the LGBT identified as women, and you know, I said the master stay won't stop until somebody dead. And
Yep.
them send a few of them, well, on them send a few of them over there. Guess what started happening in a matter of months? Inmates started getting pregnant. How did that happen? It's stupefying. It's a woman's prison, right?
Hmm, 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 hmm.
So now the whole argument now. Try if you understand how stupid this shit has reached now.
Mm-hmm.
That if you isolate the now trans woman from the rest of the women, that is a form, but you don't have rights in prison.
Is that even a word? Is that a terminology? Because
So now you have
surprising to me.
a system where you're expected to be okay with knowing, say, this man is in the shower fucking a girl, and you can't say anything. You're just watching him fuck the shit out of her. I mean, if you do complain, what am I gonna do? Do you know how many men, do you know how many quote unquote trans men have been caught fucking girls since this shit has started?
A lot.
Prison does not have condoms. Well, no, it probably has no. Well, for the males. Well, the condoms in a prison, no. But I mean, these are sexually frustrated women. Do you think they give a fuck? On top of that, there are those who don't want to be touched or violated by a man, and they have to be violated because of these bullshit laws. So you have those who don't want to be violated, go jail for do them time to come back and become a. So when you never do nothing out a road and you come serve your time, no, you finally get violated in a prison. The one place, and then make it worse, it's not like you get violated by a woman, you get violated by a man in plain sight sometimes. The fuck? And I know I've gone a bit off balance, off, but
yeah, but it's the same concept though, Bradshaw. It's like,
fortunately,
we just continuously like push this notion that they need to be defended at all costs, and yet still they are more destructive to their own worth than any cisgendered man or woman could ever be to them.
Thank you.
Because if you really take a stock and listen to the real people who are LGBTQ or trans, they don't give a shit.
Sir,
the people just want to live their life.
I have gay friends
judged and just go them ways.
Well, I have a gay friend who says out of his own mouth, he believes the LGBT originally in concept it was good, but then he got corrupted by Marxist ideologies, and I really had to stop and think about what him said. It got corrupted by Marxist ideologies. I'm like, Marxist ideology when it comes to people, and then I started really looking into it. He's not lying. It has been corrupted by Marxist ideologies. Ridiculously Marxist ideologies, to be honest with you. It breaks my heart because, like I said, I know a lot of people who want what they're believing to be right. A lot of people nowadays who, it's crazy. And you're not supposed to say anything because if you correct anybody, you hate them now. So you're in quite the balls twister if you really think about it.
Yep.
On one hand, you're expected to be a man and do manly things and correct where correcting is necessary, but then on the same stretch, you are held to an unrealistic standard, and you're not expected. You're expected to not complain. You're supposed to just do as a man would do. That is ridiculous. And I'm not gonna stand behind that bullshit. There's no manual into being a man, eh? It's hard work, no reward, and sometimes
things for yourself. Just make mistakes, get judged.
You have a passion back, people. I know it's on our way, but men, and for those of you who did not or have not been told this, life doesn't give you roses, my boy. I mean, in essence, you would want people to care, but life does not. Now, people don't like that, but life does not. Life does not give a fuck. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. But I'm being realistic with you.
Yeah.
The people who lie to you and make you believe say life is going to be easy or it should be easy, they're the ones that are doing the wickedest injustice out of everybody. The one them who want you to just take it day by day. Oh, don't rush things. Don't put a timeline, a time frame on your fucking life. Them is the bumble what people are afraid of. Them is the danger when it comes to these things, gentlemen. The one them who used to put limits on them life, limits on certain things. You know what? It wasn't because you want a reason to quit. No, you put a limit on it because it forces the brain. it forces the brain to adjust to meet the timeline that you're setting in your brain. Think about this. If you were to dedicate a whole 3 months, call it 90 something days, right? To working your ass up, to getting the kind of body you want, no matter how heavy you are, if you eat according for the next 3 months, work your ass off, you can shed all that shit. And this is nothing too complex to mankind. You just need a vegetable, veggies, and meat. Nothing in between. Veggies and meat. You can have fruit too. Don't get it twisted. You can have fruit too, but in terms of your calorie intake, that most people feel to understand. Actually, you eat, and I know the conversation gone in a different direction, but you understand this is coming from a good place, people. Men,
again, Bradshaw, everywhere we are going, the conversation goes back to the same thing when we start the whole conflict in the first place.
True. So try to take this into for my men out there, right? The man them who need men in them life. Take my foolish advice. In your young years, do as much as you can while you can. Fuck needing to sleep. Believe me, when you reach your 30s, you want to do anything but sleep now. You understand me? So when in your 20s and you can stay up till 3 o'clock and enough years, you put in the work. Put in the work wherever avenue you want it for go. If you want the plumbing, if you want ride on garbage truck where you have a goal in mind, make sure your goal is at the top of your mind. And tell a man, say, yo, me not believe man run down pussy. To me, one of the weakest thing a man can do. And women are well aware of it. So for those of you out there,
no sense. That's the word.
And for those of you out there who are inside the fuckery, you don't need to stop. You don't need to stop because you know what do is very fucking harmful. There's a lot of people out here who actually have no idea what they might do. And then you have to tell people a bag of nonsense. You understand me? Be careful. Men, stay head fast when it comes to when you go for your goals. Do not be deterred. People, friends, family, and in between. Even the woman we are fuck, or the man we are fuck. Again, 2023. We not discriminate because we know them out there too.
Yeah.
But what I try to make is this. For those I know the life you live, you want a certain outcome, you have to go do a certain thing. Do you know how many people I know? Even when they are KC, you know, I work a brown belt, you know, from the same school when I get my black belt from, you know. And the man said, quit at brown. I said, why did you quit? You were so close. He said, he does not know. And me, live to surpass him and everybody me start with. That is so sad. I actually, and again, people are not, they say, if you come across this quote, them say, 10,000 people start every year in martial arts. By the first year, that number's cut in half. By second year, it dropped down to like 1,000. By third year, it drops down to a handful. By fourth year, it's literally anywhere from 6 or 7 people left. If so much reach black belt, for great for black belt, yeah?
Yep.
And at the end of it all, it's all probably one out of the whole of them who get black belt going to a second degree. Me want a second belt. Me want a second belt. To me, that to me more than a second degree. We get a black belt. You know, more powerful than getting a second dan in a one style. But I digress, right? But my problem is this, people. And if you understand, you have to push your limits. Push on yourself. Push on yourself. Read book. Nowadays, if you don't read book, you have audio books. There's a book that I've always heard my entire life, and I've never read it. Book called Catchers in the Rye. I can't find the book. Guess what I have, people? I have YouTube. Yes, the same shit where you watch this man. And I listen this man. I listen books. I'm at work. I'm jogging. I'm at the gym. You can listen a book. Everything have to be fucking underneath your pussy and all. You know, gunshot. Get the money, fuck your moral. Sometimes a good book helps the brain stretch past. Let me be honest with you. Dancehall is quite non-existent nowadays. Dancehall. You have one or two good tune, but otherwise from that Rasta.
Waste of time.
Exactly.
Waste
Well,
of
I'm the all the way America. And me feel that way about my own. And I'm growing a dancehall culture. Man, nowadays dancehall waste of time.
All right.
Waste.
If recently Bradshaw,
Mm-hmm.
a girl asked me because me just had the chats, me now do not take no call or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have like so specific songs when we listen to. Oh girl take a headset and listen to it, and she say, you listen to rap music, and I'm like, what's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm.
She said, oh no, it's just kind of surprising. And I say, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to dancehall hip hop, unless it's a certain song that I grew with, makes absolutely no sense to me. Rock music makes sense to me because it encapsulates where I've been and what I'm
There you
striving to
go.
do.
There you go.
And really and truly, enough people just feel say, oh, you listen to rap music for the whole banging, and I say, yeah, that is a part of it, but like
Of course, it's a part of it.
if you not ever just take some time for just listen to certain rock songs, like you will get inspired so easily. Like if you look through the comment section of any rap band where you know, Linkin Park, Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, Disturbed, gave people what they're inspired to do a poem, inspired to do a story, write a song, work out. It is
Yeah.
endless. So I don't conceive to this notion where I should listen to dancehall because it's my country's birth. But man, I will go on record and say this. I want a few Jamaican that were listening to that dancehall very hard for me. Like even the old school dancehall, I know say yo, you probably would have grew up with Bradshaw.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go some way for like actually listen to kind of understand.
Mm.
It's just not my thing. I know some people go there and say, yo, if you say that, I may say, yo, but man, it's just not my thing. Like, yeah, me understand it, but that's not
Oh.
my thing. I just want anything there. And me quite fine with being a black man all this rock tunes because honestly, it just me grew up encapsulate my life on it. So why not?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That me say too. People are gonna look at me weird, like something wrong with me, but I agree with you 1,000,000%. Like I say, I'm in traffic and up here, so I turn up my music and drop my windows. And oh my god, people, I know how to pick songs. So yeah. There are a few among us who know much sense, I may acknowledge that. But the look I get when I see them from the corner of my eye, looking at a black man listening to heavy metal, it is almost like wow, I didn't see that one coming. Kind of be you understand me?
Yo,
Wow.
none could be more surprising than that Twitter video I came across with the one wedding. I think was in one African country in a Bradshaw. You know, if people that did their
Mm-hmm.
players music, System of a Down, Toxicity. Bro, it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I say, yo, hey, everybody know the lyrics. I'm say, yo, that is it. Yes. You're all cultured.
In the city. Ah, yo, that shit was slamming back in the day. What? System of a Down Toxicity? Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was a good one growing up.
I'm say if you grew up in them time and you don't know the top song a System of a Down, Linkin Park, or even the top song of Blurt Not, then him again, Bon Jovi. Brother, if anybody don't know It's My Life, me say I don't need help.
It's
Everybody,
my love.
everybody's supposed to did watch that one goddamn BBC AMV or they come out with it. Everybody.
Forever. I'm never broken. What is? Moen, fuck your tongues. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. But my brain is very, very, very complex. But yes, and I agree, 1,000,000%. I sick and tired of this way. How things are going. I don't want this to be. I don't want this to be like the main talking point that we always have to resort to. But I believe if we have to, we just have to. I know
I mean,
they say get tired of
at this
repeating.
point, we've already accepted to say, yo, why? Tough love
Mhm.
it is, you know.
Yes, you would. And I want people to understand this. This has nothing. Again, this is a part of it. At some point, somebody had to put them foot down.
Yep.
If something happen, if change happen, it's gonna take years of this. So, Doctor, you in for the long haul? I'm in for the long haul either way, people.
I
I
mean,
mean, again,
Bradshaw, I
As a
at one point in time, and it come like a my brethren, you know, where
mhm.
every deplorable thing that happened, I know we did supposed to like mention this, but you know, say honestly, despite how I know I should feel about the brother them kill off themselves in a submarine, it's very heartbreaking for me. And may I go say this. The stupidity of one man should not have cost the lives of everybody. Because cutting corners are one thing in a Bradshaw, but complete stupidity is just, yo, the man name, it's not even the fact that the man name I use an Xbox controller for controlling thing. They built a submarine with no escape. People, listen to what I just said. They built a goddamn underwater carrier with no escape. You know how stupid you have to be as a billionaire for do something like that? And the fact that oh, this brother bring him son with him.
Yeah, that did kind of rub me wrong too, cause yeah, why is he here exactly?
Oh,
No,
because it's Father's Day. He's doing it for Father's Day. In my head, I said, oh, so you're bringing your son to to die with you on Father's Day.
Yes. He has to go. Might as well he go. Apart with me. And again, people, I know it sounds like a joke, but it kind of is.
I mean, it is just ironic. Say, yo, even with all the money in the world, you're still a dumbass.
Yes. Very much so.
Remember, gentlemen, money raises your wealth, not your value. If you're a dumbass, you're just a rich dumbass.
Like, brother, the thing about it, I'm not even like one person tell this man, say, yo, this not work, Multiple people tell this man, say, yo, this shit not ready. And the man fire every single one of them.
Damn right he fired every single one of them. How dare they try to kill his dream, huh? Who the fuck are they?
And then, me just look on it in a Bradshaw. Like, I'm all for people being adventurous. But what could entice you to want to see the graveyard of a ship that was doomed from the moment it was brought into existence?
I could tell.
I understand what's the word may I look for here? Is it vigor? I understand the thrill. Cause I know a lot of people have gone to Mount Everest and have climbed that shit. I understand the thrill, but let's look upon it, right? Very seasoned submarine vessels don't go that deep anyway, right? I mean, if you tell me that these dumbasses with an Xbox control, like, let's say even if they had the sub built to standard, there's so many things that could go wrong there. So many things that can go wrong there. Like, if just imagine this. I mean, know this goes sound funny as hell, but just imagine the man the Xbox, the controller start dead pan him, Bradshaw. You know what they look blinking what the Xbox ever do. You can imagine that shit I go on and off, on and off, on and off with the man that try to control this up.
Come back, club for go boom.
Yo, again, it's not supposed to be funny, but back could be realistic, my youth. You have seen your phone are dead. And you say, Jesus Christ, home go call mommy now and make sure you know say my phone are dead. And he's sitting there. You are almost what? How deep them they say them be? What, 3,000?
About, wait, can I ask a conspiracy question?
Go ahead.
With them faking their deaths, what do you think they're using it to distract us from?
I don't know. Well, killer whale business, I guess.
Hold on, he's right. With the Will Smith fuckery, it happened almost like a play. And then somebody showed me a video that this is kind of like something happened in a movie once, where a black man do the same fucking thing what Will Smith do. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. The guy got up, walked up to the guy, just like Will Smith, stopped, like stood right there in front of you. Why the fuck would you stand and then swing? That makes sense to you? Did anybody find that shit a bit awkward?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I did find it a bit strange, yes.
But then when I watched the clip, the posture, the everything looks similar to it. So I'm like, what the? So again, I believe that what reached Will Smith is a calculated move. No matter how stupid it fucking looked, it was a calculated move. Will Smith. I don't feel away enough people. I love the Fresh Prince said Will Smith is one of my favorite actors.
I mean, this has stained his career and it will, but
Again,
it
people.
it now gonna take away from the person that we know he is, but just goddamn, if self-destruction was a person.
Exactly. Don't listen. I know people that go, oh my god. Nah.
No, but I see something people say about Kanye about goddamn, what a self-destruction. But again, you are what you choose. This man knew what Kim K was, and him still got there with that.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Because
and then he have the audacity for breeder. I mean, fair play to him still. He saw value. He saw value in that coach even when CR7 didn't.
Again, sir.
Kardashians are not the only one with cursed coochie. Be careful out there.
We never say Kardashians alone curse, bad man. Almost most famous actresses coochie are cursed. Amber Heard, anyone?
The list goes on.
I'm just saying, men should be careful.
And in the way this part is, it breaks my heart because I know enough people believe. So what am I watch on them shows and them thing, them believe it real. And you'll be surprised, right? Like if you say this out, like you say it out into the stratosphere, you'd be surprised if you trust so much people would actually believe half of the fuckery we'll play up on TV.
You're not wrong about that one at all.
People prove that they're more gullible than you think they are. Way more gullible than you think they are. Be honest, we give too much people too much credit, to be honest. I wish them well.
I mean, maybe they'll change eventually on their own. Maybe they won't. But one thing is for certain: big change is coming for this world, and I don't think a lot of people are ready for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
So I do assume that next week, Bradshaw, we would want to follow up on those controversial questions that you had prepared for us.
Oh, yes. Hold on. Not true, man.
Hopefully, we can get Rajiv involved.
I'm not waste faith.
I never said I was wasting. You know something I like that youth, yeah? Let me guess this, so.
I said I'm not wasting faith. You're
Let me
picking
guess
what
this,
you
so.
want. You're
You
a
know,
young man.
I understand say how the man is helpless, you know. But goddamn man. For once you stayed awake.
Okay, I will waste faith.
It's a man go away, man. You don't ruin it. You build
Yeah.
it now. Sure. We never say oh we have faith, say oh the man go there. We just say we hope.
Mm-hmm.
I mean no say Virgo forward it's not going to be pretty at all.
Mm.
Because I read those questions and me know if you have asked them shit they go rub some feathers. Hell, I sent that shit to some of my female friends, Bradshaw.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all mothers, so you can
Mm-hmm.
imagine the responses I got.
Yes. They weren't pleasant, were they?
one time asked me if my friend is trying to become Aizen. I'm gonna say maybe. Maybe his villain arc didn't start properly.
And maybe he has a death wish. Who knows?
Nah, it's not a death wish. Man just wants the answer to the question.
No. Interesting. Tens machine.
What kind of machine?
Tens.
What kind of tens?
Use electricity to massage you.
You have power charge? Where you put it?
He was charging. I got attached that something them to it, then put it onto your body.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
But you know,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the name? Tens machine?
there is one thing that I do hope for
Mm-hmm.
that
You
there
can't say
is still
digital.
good in this world. I've
First
seen
say.
it.
The digital. The other one you
It's
use
fractured.
the
It's
machine.
behind the wall of
And
nonsense.
You talk about the massage gun?
Yeah.
But you know,
So this would be the digital.
still have faith in humanity, despite
Metal.
it dwindling somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
The digital machine for it.
Mm-hmm. Metal. Me have faith in humanity still.
Just like you have to
me just can't be like my brethren
That's
them.
probably
So,
hold on to. That's
I
probably
mean,
all I'm holding on to, but you don't know. Better than nothing.
so me just can't be like from brethren them more while. Because every tragedy that has ever befallen anybody, man, is oh, well, I like that. Sometimes people are dead. And sometimes I have to look on the money and say, yo, brother, just because your life is shit doesn't mean everybody's life needs to be shit, okay?
If you understand something, most people nowadays don't. We've been desensitized to death. You
Yeah,
realize that?
me get all that, Bradshaw. Bradshaw, all three of us are desensitized, but some of the shit that him been say, but just comes and just find it just so bitter for no reason. More, you know?
Mm.
Come and say, yo, the three away right now. If we heard that the Queen of England or one of the kingdom dead, we're not gonna surprise. But you're not gonna hear where I say, oh man, people, yo, them people have forgot a long time, man. You're like, bro, what?
Exactly. Exactly.
Like them people that don't for them karma level, for them karma go reach them, and they now go pretty. So why the hell should I be hating them?
Yeah. That's the part man I understand with
Hell,
most of
but
this.
by the time them claim say yo, them go through the pearly gate, them got go come and say, hold on. No, we need to do a little reading first before you go to go no further.
Yo, problem.
Brother, tell people say yo, for the people time I come, you don't need to worry about what go reach them. And if I know heaven ain't gone and ain't gone to hell, well, they want conscience go kill them.
True that. I wish them well still in them, especially this year.
No, me not have no hate in my heart for nobody. Me not have time for that. Them the days have done from call it 2020. Think that was the last time could I say yo, there was some form of hatred. No, just not worth it. Don't make no sense. You know, if I add on to that, you know, I never wanted the red pill community to be destroyed, but you know, if you now have people like Andrew Tate and Fresh and Fit, well, it speaks for itself, really.
I mean, Andrew Tate, I mean, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, but again, Andrew Tate just saw like one of them man where yo, his mother beat him too often and he nail like it, yeah, man.
How so?
That more often auto.
Me not say yo, the man have good points. Me not say yo, the man no make some good arguments. But brother, everything what the man speak, half of the shit what the man talk about, just lacing at some nonsense. You just look for and say, huh?
Well,
let me get it. Yes, you want to be the asshole, flaunt the money, blah, 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 cold fat and all of that bullshit. Cool. Bradshaw want to do that time, Bradshaw and have half the ego you have. And sure, you can say, oh, he has the back it to back it up. So what has he really done to make society any better with his said ego, right?
Well,
I mean, everybody hate Mr. Beast, and Mr. Beast I try to do more good than half the white people in the world. So tell me no. Oh, how dare he try to help black people? How dare he try to uplift them? The fuck?
yes. You're supposed to be ignorant and dead, just dumb. You remain dumb and docile, stupid evil. You're not supposed to have sense. You never know that.
How dare I, huh?
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you? What makes you feel like you're better than everybody else, huh? So again, may acknowledge what people are trying to say, but also take this into consideration. We're in a very weird place as a people. We're not taking this shit serious. So we're gonna stay and play around until it's too late. We as a people were famous for that, and I don't know why. Why do we do the things we do and then we complain about the results that we get? Cost the world, cause the world fuck up on we. And we wrong, you know. Everybody else. Everybody else had a problem. I wish we well enough. Any idea? People can say and hold them damning remarks. But
Yep.
life is here. This is it, my people. There's no party after all of this. You have to go stand up as good people and face the hell and wait for yourself. Enough people don't like that. Such is life. It grieves me. Yeah, whenever I think life would have reached this point now where, oh my God, this man is this and this girl is this and man a born up woman and born down faith and foolishness. Find out a girl again born and she ain't killed. Yeah,
Oh, boo-hoo.
you know.
Get over it.
Them man they would I consider you a enemy, Dr. Cards.
No, no, you know why me say that, brother? I remember I was in a place once, right? I understand I understand the anger. I understand the humiliation. Like, how dare she if it comes and hurt my feelings like that? How dare she play around with me like that, right? I was there. But
Dario,
then
man.
when I look on it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where all of that anger get me? What did it lead to?
Good point.
Like, them man, you see, men need to understand something. Just because it hurt you does not mean you make it become your sole purpose in life to become an anime villain.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never understood why this is always the moment where you choose to be the whore. Like, it has never followed any route of sense. So you get your heart broken and now you're a whore. That's your excuse. Never understand it. Even when that I tried to partake in it, Bradshaw. And halfway through me, I say, what the hell am I doing? That's not
Mm-hmm.
that's not make no sense to me personally, really and truly.
Making that sound in the background.
That's not make
Like,
no sense to me personally, really and truly.
yeah, but anyhow, like I was saying, I wish people would understand. Say, this is not people just getting up and just behaving like them none fucking life. You understand me? Yeah, people who legitimately believe the fuckery what them are subscribed to. Like them really believe that the world have the problem and them okay. No, but them not do nothing wrong, them good. Everybody else have the problem. Yeah, people who think this way. Some people not like it, but there are a lot of people who think this.
Yep.
But like I said, try to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. Balance. Like I said when we start off the conversation, men, y'all need mentors. I know they're one and the few nowadays. You understand me? But mentors are needed, especially when you want to reach a certain level in a life, gentlemen. You will need a mentor. A mentor right now is probably one of the best investments any man right now can get for themselves. I want people take my foolish advice. You understand me? People gonna look upon you and call you all type of this and that and boy, you idiot and this and ladies are the same thing too. If you know a big woman who keep herself a certain way, have a certain level of admiration for herself, reach out. There's no shame in learning from others. It's a part of the game. It's a part of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Don't take it the wrong way. I get it. Most of you are afraid. It's okay to be afraid. But if you want good, you know how to go run. Those who don't understand that expression, it's gonna be a part of our life. Cause yeah, this shit is not ever going to be easy. Let's just get that straight from now. This is never going to be easy. Never. Never, ever, 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 ever going to be easy. I think a lot of people have to just make peace with that too.
Well, we did make it hard for ourselves, so now we have to pick up the pieces.
Pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces.
So,
Piece of my
what we mean by that, Bradshaw, is essentially what should have been easy, we virtually just made it impossible in certain aspects. Not impossible where it can't be fixed, just impossible that it's going to take a long while for people actually understand themselves. Understand, say, oh, yes, this is what you've been fighting this whole time. This simple ass concept.
I won't lie. It does break my heart somewhat. It really does. Can't believe Jamaica and the world and most of the world fall this far behind. Like I grew up hearing about conspiracy theories and shit like that, but never think society that reached a point here. You understand me? So yeah, I get it. I get it. Fine. But damn, son. Damn.
Yep.
Break me heart, man. Really does break my heart because you have a whole generation of people who are literally banking on all of this going sideways. Yeah, people are just as bad as life and whatever. You have people who are adamant to try and destroy life right now. You can't say that out loud though, you know, because you hate people. So you know, uh, something wrong with you. Nothing wrong with we, everything wrong with you. So yeah.
Them can't stay there.
No, but this day and age now, I mean, demoralization has gone so far that Jamaicans, a country where morality was a part of our upbringing. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yeah. Ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Try to explain that nowadays. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Whatever. Yeah. I'm good. You're not allowed to speak. You're supposed to be quiet. You're supposed to be this good person. You're not supposed to challenge anything.
Can't stay there about them not challenge nothing.
No, but what on there? Realistic nowadays. Don't the men nowadays now we are say half a year say man and woman in a argument. A simple disagreement. And the dog jump fence, go for cutlass, chop the woman in her head. This happened in Jamaica, sir. The woman don't lick him now. I think like she must say, I don't know if she fling something off. Nothing heavy, nothing to say. Make him have a resort to go for a cutlass. You understand? Man go for a last and him jump fence and go round behind her. Literally sneaking thing. And if you understand the kind of force that the dog have to swing that shit, people lodge in her head. This of this whatever. Oh yeah, an argument for a spot where she's normally sell. Everybody tell him say a fear spot and she'll come out whatever and him don't care. So him put female on there and the woman come and the people them back her and them run him. And I don't know if she chose sitting off him and she was a funny man run him or some shit. And that go for a cutlass for her. People act like say this is just me just running one more because we people chat. There is a masculine crisis nowadays. Dancehall entertainer or entertainer, I don't know what the fuck him was. The youth literally girl like him drop the mic out her hand. And she must have simply push him off.
Yeah, we did that talk about it. I say, oh, nobody not do nothing. Them just stand up.
Well, I know the man are dropping the people. And before the man try catching balance, comes at all youth. We could have more than just simply bending me, catching balance, you know, and land. Instead, than turning body while falling, you know, turning body. So him can fling the mic, lick the girl in her face, and then him drop, and lick the ground. Jump up and run. Everybody stand up there. Nobody not tackle him. Nobody not kick him foot. None of that. And I'm like, we are the men. Men were there, you know. Men were there. So what happened? What, the man them shut off because artists or what? You never have no passiveness or so they're right there. So you understand me? I just imagine.
I did one of them bad man friend then quick for defend him. I wonder what that says more than anything else. But you know, when I go down the road there.
Man run out of the place, everybody turn up there. And then them go show the girl over the girl eye. Big. Remember people, a mic don't light. And if I understand how determined this man was, him know him gonna drop off of the edge, and instead of him catching balance, he turns him body while falling and fling the mic with all of him force. Drop, boom, and lick the ground and then jump up and run. Because him know what him do. Him know what him do. It was like him just throwing down the stair, him done. Him turn himself. Then if you understand the kind of mental determination you take to do that, you're falling, and instead of fall and catch yourself, you decide to turn your body while falling. It's like sitting out a movie. You hear me? Just because the masculinity, no, that is so. It's a little fucking girl that, like I said to people, look like man, sound like man, behave like man. What on a man? What that for a man do to a woman? And then you're not man enough after you lick her, you run gone. Like a little pitney. You run gone like a child. When you know you're sitting around, you fling to the boom, and oi! And you take off. The same fucking thing. The only difference is that one in them 20s, and the next one are probably in them 4 or 3 or 5. You understand me? So we're raising man-childs, man-pitney, grown man-child. People don't like hear that shit, but at the truth, we're raising pussies. And as much as we're raising pussies, we're raising blood clot, tough woman, masculine woman. Woman believes that they can fuck themselves into to happiness. No, you can't. It's never happened for most women. No. And if you do find the exception, well, good for she. Have a hell enough try. She'd have a pussy where their husband cross a sea for come warfare. Me not think most of know have that. I'm not disrespect. So let me explain. Them woman the thing did never normal. You understand me? The woman the like the epiphany of a feminine, soft woman. You understand me? No callous not upon fear hand. You understand me? Man, when the story describe her milk white skin and all this, but it's not even about the color of the skin, Rasta. We're talking about the fact say she'd live a life, but most women nowadays never live. Her husband, the man who crossed the sea from warfare, was a general in a active army. You understand me? This man was conquering the world while she had servants and all. And one of the servant boy them, I go and do him thing until him start clap the cheeks them. Come for find out, so the servant boy is actually a prince to a country across the seas. And I say him wait until the husband gone on a big conquest and gone, and then somebody send word to the husband at war in the people. Say him wife gone, and the man broke down, and him brother said, no, here is we'll go back a yard. Man said, brother, we want to go for yard. Nowadays, woman no behave so. Nowadays, woman no soft so. Nowadays, woman no talk with that soft, nice, consistent voice, energy. Femininity was worth a man warring for. That nowadays woman understand. A feminine woman will wrap any man round her blood clot finger if she know she had do. Him could be a dictator to a blood clot papa. Femininity is a woman's superpower. So again, we have masculine fucking women who have been taught, say what, them can fuck them way to happiness, which is bullshit. And that same thing applies to men too. And most men by the time them reach 30, be honest with you, the pussy nice, but it's not worth killing myself over, Rasta. You understand me? But then again, me different. Me different. I'm long time me different. When I see myself, I never see myself a dead over pum pum. And believe me, the devil did create the scenarios them, but me just smart enough to avoid the trap. And the idiot them who did take the bait and they can't find them body all now. Yeah. Now calling the name. Because there's a thing called a black widow. You know any man know what that is? That's spider, right? Yeah. Where the male spider, she let out a pheromone will drive the male spiders them wild. But most of the male spider them are well aware of what she does. So first, the pheromone makes you jump in, the spider jump in, and start send cocky on it. And then she wait a few seconds and then she go after the man spider and then she bite him and she suck some of him life all time. Literally, suck out some of him marrow, all time bone and everything. And him run away. Him build up some energy and come back second day. Second day now, she play coy upon him. She make him bust some juice in her. Cool? She not rush him. Third day, that come back. This time, she set her trap. Dog lock in. I'm realize this too. You have certain male spider who knows that no matter what, he might go dead. Some of them lock them body in her. So all them know say he is going to die. There's no way she can report the fact say my boss juice in her. So that gives the chance his line will live. But the whole Black Widow trope is the same thing like the woman who always have man, but after a while I realize the man them go missing. Either prison or just straight up missing. That's a Black Widow woman, yeah? Good pussy, probably have money, have connections, she can do a whole heap for you. But understand this. She lives an enticing life for a purpose. That woman gets off and you fucking up so she can fuck you up. As a toxic woman, but they exist. And them know say man licky enough man lazy. So she will always catch them man there. People say them things there, it's all like 88. Maybe Batman, what a woman she name, so what? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the good girl that you overlook, the one where keep herself to herself, I put her head in her book, we are think about our future, who want a man who think the same way. You overlook she for the bad bitch with the chrome skin and the fat body and have the them call it the dick sucking lips. You overlook the good girl for she. Again, and then when the chrome body girl, you know, fuck your friend, fuck your father, and fuck the whole community. You hate her, woman a bitch, woman a whore, woman a this, woman a no, sway, no. I refuse. I rebuke you. I rebuke anybody who defend that way of thinking. You're sick in your fucking head. Good girl, I'm not gonna pretend me no man. No, we all know a man are men who get good fucking woman. And because of his ego and his fucking immaturity, him destroy a good blood clot woman. True what? So understand this. Me not care what a man want to say. You understand me? Just as much as we can put fire to woman foot, we have to also take into consideration what the hell is in front of it. We have a bunch of man child who act like man, sound like man, behave like man, but are no man.
Yep.
Big man thing. Look on it this way. Me say, if a man have say you're young, you're fit, you're fresh. Me give you till you're around 27 to get it out of your system. The whole fucky, fuck this, fuck that. Cock up she, bend over she, a fuck she in front of she, and she a suck your nipple. All of that freaky shit. Get it out of your system by 27. For men take note. Young men who are trying to move them life forward, take my foolish advice. By 27, 28, maybe go as far as get 28. 29 if you catch you a run down blood clot girl. 29 you're supposed to catch you in a club. I look for blood clot girl. You understand me? 29 is supposed to catch you do that. Not even 28 really supposed to catch you doing that. But like I said, 27 make you up to 28. If you really, you know, depend on the girl them trail. But by 29, me be honest with you, you're supposed to fucking up pussy. Pussy nowadays, the value of pussy has dropped so much. A 5 bills food can give a pussy if you know you do. Shit. $100, you know, a $200 food just can give a pussy if you know you do. You know how much man me know a chat girl and sweet her up and buy her food and the same food when blood clot buy her, he fuck it right back out her. So again, even if you understand them things here, the value of things has fallen, and maybe honest with you, social media help destroy that shit. So a woman who believes that, oh, a man for this and a man for that. I said the easy access of pussy right now, all the way America is bad. If me for lose weight and get my body back in shape, you literally have girls who literally would walk up to me, wedding ring and all in hand, and still try to give me pussy.
Yep.
So, and this is just based off looks. And I'm a handsome man, believe it or not. Under all of this fat, I'm a handsome son bitch. Dario know this. Anywho. Try if you understand this, people. And women throw themselves at handsome men. They do, believe it or not. And I mean, I've grown in Jamaica for years. I kind of know some of the cues them. Believe me, I'm holding small talk with girls and girls. Girls I put them here, you know, over them ear. Them I play with them here and all that. Yeah, I can read the cues. I can tell when women are feeling me. But at the same time, I just don't want a life there for myself. Okay. I don't need them headache there. And I don't recommend anybody live that life. Believe it or not, women like married men. Yes, I know it's the truth. And a married man is in shape and look good. Blood clot, amputation mode. Yo, I'm so terrified of losing weight because there are some ladies in my workplace that like to touch. I'm not that sexy, so they don't need to touch me. But you see, once you get fit, we all know what sexual harassment is, right?
Yep.
We all understand the double standard, right?
Yep.
The very, very weird double standard. If you tell a woman, don't touch it, you feel uncomfortable, you're gay. You're gay for not for unwanted touch. You're gay as a man. Not you have boundaries, you know. You're gay. You have to be gay. Because a woman will touch you. You have to be gay. You can't be straight. You can't have, you know, you can't be uncomfortable with a woman squeezing your ass cheeks or rubbing down your chest or grinding or passing and literally forcing her ass up against your groin. Yes, yes, people. See, it happens a lot more than you think. Ladies purposely put you in some awkward position or situation because them like what them say and them know them can't have it. So, guess what? Take advantage. Again, I know the kind of people I'm dealing with. I see that because I see them do it already. I see them squeeze up the hand and them, ooh, nice muscle and rub down the chest and rub down the back and I'm like, okay.
Doing way too much.
Look uncomfortable. The young man looks very uncomfortable. Something not right here, so. You pay attention and realize this is the double standard that nobody talks about. As a man, you are supposed to be sexually harassed. You're supposed to be sexually molested by a woman, And that's I'm like, why? Why? Why does she have to wait until everybody leave the house and then play the horsey game? Why she have to sit on the stick only when everybody gone? But as soon as she hear the door, she look and then she jump off and tell her, drop your clothes, drop your clothes. Like nothing never just happened. That is dangerous. That is a fucked up mindset for tell young men, young women too, some sicko. We are looking for things. That's a sick way of trying to program any man, any woman to accept being sexually molested or abused or assaulted, or all of the above. There's no good excuse in allowing somebody to deal with you a certain way because what? Because what? They might use a double standard against you to smear you because what? You don't like the idea of somebody will put them hands all over you? Are you serious right now? Like me tell a man, you know, I believe in equality. I believe in equal rights and equal lefts. If me catch a man for my daughter, I believe the same thing applies if me catch a woman for my son. The same thing applies. If I'm wrong, Your Honor, I thought in 2022 we were at the point of equality, right? Yes. I say, then, Your Honor, if I found a man on my daughter, the pain and anguish I would unleash, it should be the same, right? Equality, right? Simon, the whole courtroom have tear up when I done that bomber clot. Come on, me I got jail in about. Oh my God. Yo, you say,
you go on with your mind intact.
Big man, me a smile at going at that bitch, them man. Anybody fuck around me. Yo, you all know me sick in my head them time there. Anybody fuck around can get it too. Anybody can get it too. So yeah, listen to me. I know I'm smart enough to know when my brain are rats, so I'm good. Me do solitaire for a few months. Shit. But the point still stand, madam. Me not run them joke there. Me fuck you up for less, man. Me not kill her. But me beat the shit out of her. Then me beat the shit out of the man with that catch. So me stay. Oh my God, you're terrible. I can't believe you'd say that. Yes, I have 3 sisters, a mother, a niece, aunties. I have a lot of women in my family. You know that? But try to understand this. As a man, my mother taught me that you do not take shit from nobody, not even your woman. Try to understand. My mother was a realist. Heard me? My mother saw girls who had kids, single mothers who were 15 around me. And my mother said, stay far from that. And my mother was a single mother when my father met her. but she was a wife. She was a wife. Try if you understand that. She was raised to be a wife. So yes, we don't know people hate this shit, but after my mother generation, when my mother and my sister generation, yeah, from the 60s, the 70s, yeah, from that generation up, that was rebellious. To me, that was the rebellious generation. My mother was raised to be a wife from country. Never country. For those of you who understand what that means. That, I'm actually saying country, but you know, our dialect, someone say country. Country, them I try, but country, then call it. But anyways. So,
Americans should know what country is.
Yeah, I say.
Americans should know what country is.
Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is this, people.
But they're on mute most of the time.
People need to all take this into consideration. This is being done out of love, not out of spite, not out of hatred. There was a time when all of this made sense. There was a time when people have these conversations and it not be taken out of context. But now we live in a day and age where a man can splice, like doctor said, all it takes is just one viral clip, just one. Yep. One viral clip for go off. And we will literally get thrown into the stratosphere of likes, dislikes, hatred, censors, bans, and the list goes on. Because they're going to scrutinize the whole body of work. And you know, me a misogynist, me a sexist. What else about me, man?
Look a piece of me.
Oh, I'm gay.
Leave a small piece for me.
I'm down low. Oh my. Even when I watch a video where my ex actually is there. And I find every dirty thing to say. But big man, may I try to show you how the matrix and yes, even though Dr. I kind of have different views when it comes to Andrew Tate, because yes, I get it.
What?
Misogyny. Yes, he has a few misogynistic takes, but his whole body of work is actually. That's why I mean, don't get it twisted. I understand what you say, but he did that like how Kevin said. Like for example, Kevin Samuel's platform was not only factual, but it was also entertainment. He did go out of his way sometimes to make those women look stupid. Believe it or not. I'm in a stupid Marie KSI. KS, but understand. Part of his platform is entertainment. When the ladies agree with him too much, he pokes and progs and purposely use certain fuck up terms to draw them out. Because the men them who support his platform likes not only when he puts them in a them place, they like the fact that he's saying what they can't say. So he is somewhat that big bro to those nerds that nobody ever stick up for. That's why I'm do it. His goal was to reshape the image of men, black men in particular. Because black men in America are very soft. Black men in America are so emotionally wired that if you don't pay attention, what you say to them, they might shoot you. Shit. You look on them funny, you can get shot too. Shit. That's how far gone society has become now. Ridiculous. You never say nothing to a man. Shit. You that wrong place at the wrong time. Him and a man kick off and then just pull him gun and start spray. Man in front time and him have squeeze every direction. The man in front time. You know how many times people get shot up at a gas station up here? And you don't do nothing wrong? You just pump your fucking gas and you end up get shot. That should happen often, yeah. And sometimes the disagreement them will make them end up reach to them tool, they make no sense. The things them where hear them eventually them draw for them gun and shot start fire and car drive off. And people left with nurse a gunshot wound or took up the dead body. That shit happens here often. And not every business place, cameras work. Also, learn that. So as great as America is, America not perfect either. A lot of people get gunned down in broad daylight and police don't know who do it. And I have cameras every fucking where. That people for know. The great USA field stuff that you need to know. Yeah? Everybody, if the person know them I do and get a head start of the police, them can't catch them back. And so them get away. But then people that plan ahead, that's the difference. The local idiot boy, them way get a one gun and him say, boy, you know, we're gonna lick down that corner store there and look take off. But they're not think no end goal, which way to turn, which car for dash way, you know, which clothes to change, you know. None of that. They just want that quick money. And I saw nowadays society I run now. It's just quick, fast. It's just in your face, in your face, in your face, in your face. You're not supposed to challenge anything. Just go with the flow, go with the flow, go with the flow, go with the flow. Don't insist on anything. Just buy merchandise. I know I got that from somewhere. That's where society is. Don't question anything. Just buy merchandise. Don't question anything. Just buy merchandise. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. People like me and you and Doctor, we are problem. We are problems to the matrix. So people, but those I don't know who hear Andrew Tate, that matrix term is real. It's real because if a well-known prominent news organization, two of them to be exact, Rolla Tomasi went on Dr. Phil, and they did the same bullshit what they did with Andrew Tate from the BBC. They edit part of the interview to make him say something kind of stupid or insensitive. Because him catch Dr. Phil off guard, but them can't make you know, say, he actually cornered Dr. Phil. So edit that part out. Because what you're watching on TV isn't the live show. Always the pre-recording. So I have to edit it to make the manosphere look stupid, which is bullshit because, sorry for cutting, but Rolla Tomasi did use a word named superfluous, superfluous, something like that, which means, you know, you're not a necessity in that person's life. Dr. Phil, when him done describe him one time for being able to do everything for yourself, and if anything for happen to him, she can make it. She can say everything. I'm saying even emotional, and she said no. She still need him for that. I said no, even that too. Even that too. Then Rolla Tomasi bring back the same word background and say, Master, but by definition, you just described that you do not need him in any shape or facet. That's exactly what Dr. Phil just described, right? And then I'm cut and say, oh, you interrupted his answer to just be right. You interrupted his answer just to be right. That's what that's where the edit come from. Anybody with sense realize that. That's where the edit hid the answer and the reaction and the framing, if you pay attention to it. That was out of context. You understand me? It was out of context because he was looking directly at Dr. Phil when he said it. He didn't interrupt him. He just retort what he originally said. You just describe somebody that does not need a man in every shape and every facet. If you were to die, she's not supposed to need you for anything. No matter about that, that's their original sin. That's the argument that you can't go around. You can't get around that argument because by Dr. Phil's definition, by his definition, Rolla Tomasi was right. He said if she needs to be covered every other way in case if anything for happen to you, that means you do not need it. That means you are not a necessity. By his own words, essential. Essential is a need. Anybody know the word essential mean? Yeah, it means need. No feel away. The essentials is the things that you need to survive. To pack the essentials first. by Dr. Phil, by the way, how Dr. Phil answer the question, them, he looks and sounds stupid. And all I need is a little common sense to realize that he's not answering from a place of common sense. He's answering from a place of emotion. Because his audience is mainly women. And then bring
Yeah, he
a
knows people, but that's how they get their likes.
Yeah. That's
Steve
what
Harvey was making an argument the other day about say men should not ask women what they bring to the table.
That feel good Kool-Aid. So Roller Tomasi use common sense and fuck them up. Because them use the same argument about why she at 30 so and so well accomplished. She don't need this, she don't need that, she don't need this, she don't need this. Why she can't have a man of what she desires? Because no man is comfortable being in a relationship where he's only wanted and not needed. Oh, and then that's where the whole rant about where he might list off all the shit the man use the word and free him up. Because he said you answer my question. He said you answered the question that I asked. See? Same thing I say, you just agreed to it. And he was stumped, and I just saw them edit the video. So yeah, people, nobody fool it, yeah? Nobody fool it. Young ladies, for those of you who do listen to us, whether you find it as satire or you just nothing better for listen to, take my foolish advice. If you're gonna live your life up to a certain age. Try if you understand. So if you want to live a certain life, comfortable, and don't feel like you're quote unquote settling, you have to go figure out how or what you have to do to make that life possible. Because if you made bad choices, which we all have, I'm not here to critique you or belittle you or make you feel stupid. I mean, the decisions you've made already. I mean, I have a few exes who are living with theirs right now. And yeah, yeah. So believe me when I say this, I understand. I actually have sympathy on my exes. Believe it or not, people, and I've said this before in this podcast, I do wish all my exes well. I actually want them all to be happy. It's not because I'm married and I've moved on with my life. This has always been one of my mantras. And maybe that's why I don't know. But yeah, that was always one of my mantras. Them. I wish all of them, even the one that will hurt me, I wish them the best. I want them life to come with as much joy and success as possible. And quite frankly, when I've made those points and those statements, most of them lives have been nothing but hell. So I don't know. And weird, I meant what I said sincerely. I didn't say it out of a bitter place in my life. I honestly know said life is very fucking annoying and very full of shit. So me just hating upon somebody that's going through the same chaotic shit as me? No. People make mistakes. And I forgive. I don't forget, but I do forgive. And me want people to forgive me, but me not have no forgiveness in my heart. Make that make sense. You want people to forgive you when you fuck up, but somebody do something to you, and you hold it up in your heart. You might put she a bitch, she a whore, that girl there, that girl there, that pussy there. But then you want people to deal with you on a level, no. You want people to respect you, no. But you can't stand certain people, no. You're a walking contradiction, no. You're a walking fucking contradiction. I'm sorry. For those of you who don't understand what that means, but there's a lot of walking contradictions all over the place. People who think them are people, and them is really counterfeit. Counterfeit people. Not people in a clean clothes who go on like them is the holiest of holy, and they're full of shit like crab. You can't say that because what? You're rude. You're rude for being honest. Bunch of hog. Yeah, man. Let's see what I go on, man. Do you think that?
Superfluous.
There you go. That's the word. Superfluous.
Superfluous. I
Means
think it's the V or F.
it means for someone to not have a place or a need for, lack of a need for, something along those lines. I no need for something like that. Dr. Phil talk himself into a corner. The man used Dr. Phil's own talking points back upon him, and he turned into an idiot.
Yeah, but even with the women who are complaining that they want traditional relationships or whatever, I can use that talking point against
Yeah.
because most of them don't know what it means to be traditional in more ways than 10.
Mm. Well, I get that to an extent. But even when Mr. Tomasi was trying to explain why them like them younger, blah 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 blah, without refuting anything that Tomasi said, all Dr. Phil said was, "You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, we're going on break. No refuting. Just let him say you don't know what you're talking about." And when he come back, he never explain why him say what him said. The fact that he just said, "Yeah, I eat this or that." That's it. If you just take him at his word, he's right. I'm Dr. Phil. You know, I'm the trained psychologist. So you just listen to what come out of my mouth because I can't be wrong. You know? What was the discredit the manosphere? You watch the little bullshit tactic them and just watch them and laughing at myself. So look on that, eh? Great Dr. Phil Turner, bitch, right there on national TV. And I couldn't even get mad. Couldn't even get mad. You understand why? You sell your soul for it, then you'll do things for it. Oprah sell for her own feet. Him sell for him own feet to now. Remember one time, like everybody else, Dr. Phil used to be what? Fear. Like Wally for the black one, them too. Tanya TKO, Jackson, Derek Jackson at one point. Yes, he was here. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I accidentally did not turn on the AC button. So I was just blowing the fan. And the fan was yeah, fogging up my mirror. It took me a few seconds to realize I didn't press the damn button. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, gents. Like myself, like nothing but love. And I want men and women really sit down and think upon these talking points. Believe me, this is not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So many times these points have been repeated. But in the word of the great Tulax, people very stubborn. Very stubborn. The mind is very stubborn. The mind makes you second guess getting up every morning to go run. Your mind second guess you asking that girl for the pussy. Never ask her out, ask for the crutches. The mind makes you feel like say you have to double doubt or double check your own mind before you move forward. Not no go so you rule your mind. You rule your mind. It's not easy, but take little steps, and then after a while, the brain, the same mind, is forced to adapt because what? You're changing. You're changing. You're changing and it notices that you're changing. It'll go try. It'll always go try. Every time you hear that voice in your head, yo, oh yeah, the man, this change today, the man, you did what, 5 miles yesterday? Why you have to do another 5 miles today? Come on, man. That voice will always be there. That voice will always be there. And the sooner you get fear and the sooner you accept that, it's easier for you to know, say, you are always going to be fighting with yourself. Forget the ops, as Americans then call it. Forget the ops. You are the biggest ops of them all. You are what stands between your goal and where you're there. You are your biggest problem. You're your biggest issue. You're your biggest fucking headache. You are. Before anybody else, you are. We reach a now in technology where you can make a video. You can turn on a video and learn something. You don't have to pick up a book no more. You can put your phone on play. For people a few minutes and absorb or a few hours. Or that take months to down to hours. Think about that. You can read some of the most difficult books. They dedicate 1 hour a day. And some books are like 8 hours. So that's 8 days. So by the time 1 week finish, you're almost done the book already. And by 1 hour.
Cool.
Someone said they can't do this. It's so hard.
Yeah.
So hard. Life is hard for everybody. Life does not come.
The man supposed to do it. The man supposed to do it before man go sleep.
Ladies, listen, focus on the best version of yourself. Embrace the feeling inside. It's that you see, model the kind of behavior you'd like, the kind of results you'd want. And this is not about no goddamn high value. This is about getting the kind of man you want. The man you want to be your husband. The man you want to be your husband. You see yourself in that man. You see your next 45 years in that man. Build your empire, build a business with that man. And you can't just look on him and say, oh, we would make beautiful babies together. And some of you, that's all they made, beautiful babies together. That's enough for them to don't know who the father is, because as far as he's concerned, he was just good enough to have a baby with. Which is wrong. Oh my God, please, please, make this not be irreversible too far down the line. There's so many good young ladies that can be saved. There's so many can be saved. There's so many ladies in general, and men too. Young men, middle, up in them 30s, over the hill, etc. Yo, I'm not preaching say we could discard everything and just come back new and life will just different and everything. No, it's going to always be a challenge. That's life. That's the road you decide to go down. But like I said, it scares me because people are quitting far too easy. People are quitting far, far too easy. Even putting any effort, easy. Nobody wants to say nothing. Oh, so people sign things or read things. People just go with them. This is what I say right now. Jamaica is turning into America, and America is turning into one fucking freak show. The more them push this blood clot, the more strong because them realize that they're fucking America. But no, it's so bad, so bad. Be realistic here. Most people can't take critique. Most people can't take critique. So yeah, that's a huge red flag. You know, I explain this to people and people say like for a freak show. Not, not a freak show. Only just accept fuck. Ladies, let me say, guard your body, guard your temple, guard your chastity. But no, I'm not say every woman a virgin, but for those who are, fine. For those of you who don't, ease up on the bag of money thing, yo. That's a little hard, but may I tell you, it make more sense now rev on yourself too hard. And the fact say so much man know you personally. If Jah was to send you the man who want to send one, most of them know so one can directly tell him say, you know, say last year me that fuck 5 man one time. Yeah man, 5 of them man. But you know, not all at once, but me that 5 man I rotate, you know. Me tell ladies say better honest with man than lie to them. So why the me like me crazy? Somebody looked for me like I was out of my God picking me out of my mind. Can't believe me tell. So yo, give the man the option. Give the man the option. Give the man the option and he'll say you decide if you want it or not. Can give the idea of saying, you know, I don't know, the whole village know my wife. Give him the option. You have someone who perfectly fine with that. But give him the option. I explained to somebody I know a man who said no want a virgin, but at the same time, him don't want a woman where if she have a man on the side, him say want a woman who have some form of life experience. Him want if anything for
more sausages than ketchup.
him not go play, him not play, him say, oh, if she have a little man on the side, fine. You know, him say him don't have a problem with that. Just don't bring it back home. Just don't bring it home and it should be fine. And you know, say because he's that straightforward. I said none of the woman not really give him no look that direction. I'm confident enough that and the reason I'm saying that kind of woman I wrote to. You understand? I never lied to her. That Mr. I respect him for the more. That man was straightforward. He never go around the corner, no play with nobody. He like straightforward, so Ray. Me have 4 women. I come here you are the main thing now. I go slowly. So you don't go up and pause, you know? You can go have them look a relation or whatever. You have to go and think, understand this. I'm still my woman them. You are the main thing. Yo, say, when me and the man talk, them with my bad man. Say, I'm a madman and I'm a bad man. Bad. Neither. No, give women options, you know? If you want a child is not under the age of, say 12, then can come live with him. But if I have a baby like 4 or 5 now, I'm saying not time for that. They want big penny, if anything, the penny have enough sense, if you don't break his shit. Makes sense. Yeah, well, not so much. Ah, my 4-year-old. Yeah. So
I would say we've been at it for some time now.
Yes, we have.
I think I'll just put in like my final 2 cents on the main point. I think we all have work and yard and people to deal with tomorrow, and quite frankly, I don't want to take what little joy I have left. But anyhow, um, on the point, I reiterate, I am not a fan of this bullshit feminist first world notion. Women are being now pushed to the back by a different set of men who are now winning women's awards, occupying and down spaces now. So I don't know if to say I love women and I will always cheer for biological women. You know, I'll never sit back and just accept fuckery. But the ladies are to fight up. Stop fight the man them who have some care for it, you know. Stop fighting us, yo. It's not nice. It's not fun. We're not the enemy. Few of us actually want to know if we can get that scholarship to get that degree or move your life forward in whatever way that trophy or medal will, do for you. But we have a whole culture now that's been poisoned. Get your very guts because you're born with a cocky. Fuck, that is crazy. But talking about man a control free, what? But yet you want a man that's in control though. That makes sense. But
All right, later, gents.
where's a later?
Yeah, man. Take
Well,
that.
I am for what we said originally. Life is anything but easy. Gentlemen find male mentors, ladies find female, feminine mentors. And I don't believe it's impossible for you to have a feminine mentor that is off. But women like that have been conditioned to be wives first. They're wives first, which makes them very rare. They don't know when they've been taught original framework. So them being bosses can't overshadow the fact that they were raised to be wives. And they have confidence. They submit to at the end of the day.
And on that, I'm going to send you the topic for next week since you just reminded me by saying that.
So it's a pleasure, gentlemen, audience, people in the comment section. Don't give a what. Um, the comment section does not bite. Really, bite it. It's free, you know. The algorithm want what to do, what want like it too. So yeah, the like, share us, spread the word. This is good information and it's not to hurt. It's to uplift and move the conversation forward. Again, I want to see black win. I'm tired of seeing black lose. Tired of seeing black get the shot in at the stick. But one will win. But one will win. I know some people the idea is just far fetched, but it can happen. The mindset need to change. And that's my final view on tonight's
conversation. But yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, it has certainly been quite a long one.
Very.
Okay. Yep. I work a morning, so
What's up? Next 4 hours.
Yep.
about as if 5 hours from now for me.
3. That's a 3. By the time I reach in and stretch and whatever after 3, so that's a 3. So me have 3 hours and change. I run done less.
Yeah.
I've run done less.
But anyways, as always, people, love, don't eat, drink water, exercise, and keep safe.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Yep.
Yes.